Hello, my name is Patrice Lewis, and the topic of this presentation will be the environmental impacts of slaughterhouses, particularly water pollution. The following will contain graphic images. Viewer discretion is advised. To begin, I would simply like to start off with the definition of slaughterhouse. A slaughterhouse is an establishment where animals are butchered for meat. Now I will get into the problem: slaughterhouse waste, which causes water pollution. The meat processing industry produces large volumes of slaughterhouse water waste, also known as SWW, which contains high levels of organic matter that demands effective and high-cost treatments. For this reason, water and water waste treatment has become crucial for the continuing development of the society. In cattle slaughterhouses, water is used primarily on the kill floor to wash carcasses, viscera, offal processing, and for slaughterhouse cleaning. Water is one of the major resources used in a cattle slaughterhouse. Furthermore, most of the water used in cattle slaughterhouses end up in wastewater streams. Meat waste management has been and continues to be one of the most important issues related to pollution management. The increase of slaughterhouse water waste stems from the global meat production doubling in the last 3 decades and having a projected steady doubling growth of production until 2050. As a result, it can be inferred that the number of slaughterhouse facilities will increase, resulting in a greater volume of high-strength wastewater to be treated. 3/4 of large U.S. meat processing plants that discharge their wastewater directly into streams and rivers violated their production control permits over the last 2 years, with some dumping as much nitrogen pollution as small cities and facing little or no enforcement. Water pollution is really an environmental justice issue because many of these slaughterhouses are owned by wealthy international companies, and they are contaminating the rivers and drinking water supplies of rural, often lower-income minority communities. From polluted runoff from over-fertilized fields growing animal feed, to often leaking manure lagoons and contaminated runoff at concentrated animal feeding operations, and to industrial slaughterhouses, the way most of our meat is now produced impairs our drinking water and public health. Luckily, there are many ways that this wastewater is being treated. However, I will be detailing the 2 ways that stood out to me. The activated sludge system is the most widely used biological treatment process for treating various types of wastewater. The advantages of the activated sludge process are the thorough mixing of substrates, flexibility in its operation, and low installation costs. However, it has drawbacks such as sludge bulking, excess sludge production, and demanding operation and maintenance. Sequential batch reactors, also known as SBR, are one of the biological processes applied to remove several types of pollutants. The SBR process is different from conventional activated sludge techniques because SBR merges all treatment units and operations into a single basin or tank, whereas traditional systems rely on various tanks. SBR has been successfully used for the treatment of domestic, municipal, industrial, dairy, synthetic, toxic, and slaughterhouse wastewaters, swine manure, and landfill leachates. In conclusion, I hope I have given you more insight to the significance of slaughterhouse wastewater, especially since it has the potential to affect you and myself. I don't think it is thought about as much as the actual process of slaughtering the animals. However, if we are going to continue to keep slaughterhouses in business, I think we should at least pressure them to continue to find better ways to release this waste as to not do more harm. Thank you for listening.